Hi everyone, today's project is about this nice document bag which I really wanted to make one for myself. This model actually comes with a hard and stiff flap inside, and you can make it like stand it up for your markers, your tools, and whatever that you're gonna use. And it is actually a really nice feature, which I really like it personally. And we have different pockets, zipper pocket, and other dividers. If you're also interested to make this bag, let's watch this video till the end and see how it's done. For the material, we need main fabric, lining, and interfacing. One of the most important items is our stiff material, which can be either plastic or laminated paper. Laminated paper is actually a really nice option because it's not so thick and it is stiff enough. We also need our main zipper, which is the best to be separable. Also, two zipper for our zippered pockets, elastic for our other pocket with elastic on, leather piece which I pre-cutted it and you can cut it according to the pattern itself, a cutter knife to cut your laminated paper or plastic because it's hard to cut with normal scissor, and of course general sewing supplies such as measure tape, pins, scissors, marking tool, super glue, and ruler. On preparation step, cut all the pieces according to the pattern, transfer all the marks on the fabrics, and iron on interfacing on the wrong side of the main fabric. On step 1, take the main panel, separate the main zipper, and with right sides together, pin one of the zippers to one side of the main panel as in the video. With right sides together, pin the other side to other side of the main panel. After you're done pinning, sew the pinned areas. This is how it looks like after you're done. As in the video, clip notches after you're done sewing it at the end. And repeat the same for the other side as well. As you can see, I'm doing it like V shape in 1 centimeter seam allowance. So when I'm turning the zipper and sewing them together, it actually fits right. And also don't forget to clip notches on the round areas. On step 2, take the main panel's stiff material and insert it on the wrong side of the main panel. Place it behind the zipper seam allowance and glue it the way it is. Glue them together step by step so you can make sure that everything is fixed in place. As you can see, the stiff material and main panel are stick together, and I take out the zipper seam allowance and put it over the stiff material. Glue the zipper seam allowance over the stiff material as well. This is how it looks like after you're done. On step 3, we are going to make the lining part. As you can see, we have a zipper pocket, we have pocket with elastic, we have two pieces for the flap to cover it. And to do this step, you don't need the one without any marking on it. I place a zipper pocket on it and also the elastic pocket on it so you can see how the flap is gonna be like. The placement of the zipper is gonna be like this and they're opening both facing the middle line. And the pocket with the elastic is also placed below that. So for step 3, first we're gonna make the pocket with elastic. And for that, with wrong sides together, double fold the tip 1 centimeter by the long edge and top stitch it 1 millimeter from the edge of the fold. This way you have 1 centimeter casing for elastic. You can use safety pin or whatever that you have with you to insert the elastic inside the elastic casing. I'm using a hair clips and insert it inside the casing that we made. Take the elastic out and top stitch both ends as in the video. This is how it looks like after you're done. Now it's time to pin it on the right side of the flap on the marked area. I am aligning the lines that I marked on the pocket and the one on the flap. This way is actually the best to fix them in place because you need to top stitch those lines and fold the excess fabric to make the pocket. After I top stitch them, as you can see, I fold them towards the seam. It doesn't matter which way, but I'm folding them all towards the right. Just the big compartment on the right side, I'm folding the excess fabric towards the left. I also pin the pocket on the sides and the bottom as well. After you're done, sew all the way. This is how it looks like after you're done. Now it's time for zippered pocket. On step 4, take your zippered pocket piece and with right sides together, pin the zippers to the top edge of the zippered pocket, and as I explained it before, the opening of both zippers should place in the middle line. After you're done, sew the pinned areas. It's the best to also clean the seam with bias binding. To clean it with bias binding, it's time to open one of the folds, place it on the seam allowance, and pin and sew all the way. After you're done, fold the bias binding over the seam and top stitch it again. This is how it looks like after you're done. Now iron the seam to make it cleaner. After you're done, it's time to place it on the flap unmarked area. First, we're gonna sew the pocket by the long edge, the raw edge that we have without the zipper, to the marked area on the flap. The marked line is actually the line you're gonna sew the pieces together, so the pocket has 1 centimeter extra seam allowance. After you're done pinning, sew the pinned area. Fold the pocket over the seam and iron it. Then pin the raw edge of the zipper to the marked area on the flap as in the video. After you're done, top stitch the pinned area 1 millimeter from the edge. Also top stitch the middle line of the pocket. For this, I first open the zippers a little bit. Top stitch the top edge of the zippers as well, then sew the middle line. This is how it looks like after you're done. On step 5 with right sides together, pin the flaps all the way but leave an opening between the notches at the bottom. After you're done, sew the pinned area. Cut the zipper's excess and clip notches on the round areas. Then turn the flap right side out, iron the seam and insert the stiff materials for the flap inside it. You can either top stitch it or iron it. After you're done with wrong sides together, pin the bottom open line as in the video and prepare it for next step. On step 6, take the other stiff material belong to lining and place the wrong side of the lining on it. Make sure that you place it exactly in the middle and you have 1 centimeter seam allowance all the way. Clip the notches on the sharp corners as in the video and start gluing the seam allowance over the stiff material. Repeat the same for the other corners as well. After you're done, continue all the way. This is how it looks like after you're done. Now take your leather piece and place it on the marked area. You can glue it first to stick it in place, then top stitch it as in the pattern. After you're done on step 7, take your flap and from its back side, place it on the right side of the lining as in the video and fold the seam allowance at the bottom of it on the wrong side of the lining. As you can see, we are gluing the seam allowance of the flap to the seam allowances that we glued before on the wrong side of the stiff material on lining. Now after you fix them in place, open the flap and top stitch it. You can top stitch it like 2 millimeter from the edge. I'm also top stitching the leather piece. This is how it looks like after you're done. Now it's time to glue the lining to the main panel from its wrong side all the way so the stiff materials are sticking to each other. I glue them from the center first and continue gluing them together all the way. Make sure that you make the crease lines so it will be exactly in place. After you're done, you need to patiently top stitch the lining to the main panel 1 millimeter from the edge all the way. Try to use matching color threads and do it as patient as you can. And it's all done. As you can see, you can open the bag and open the flap to make it a stand and enjoy the bag that you just made. I hope you liked this video. If you have any question while making it, please comment it below and I will try to answer you as soon as possible.